Haiti and the politicization of a natural disaster. Let me start with saying that, like Hurricane Katrina, like the tsunami in Indonesia, Haiti is being politicized. Now, first statement needs to be made that to the Haitian people, it doesn't really matter to them who is sending the aid or how the aid is getting here or who thinks who is doing better at it. All they care about is the stabilization of their situation. They need food, they need water, they need housing, they need medical care, and they need the dead buried. That's it. That's what they are concerned about. Now, the media realizes that it's impossible to talk about Haiti's disaster without politicizing it. They understand that they can't just talk about the situation on the ground because, one, they really don't have a complete picture of the situation on the ground. And two, that would get boring because you'd keep repeating the same images and same stories over and over again, and people would lose interest in watching it. So only so many times you can see a picture of a collapsed building. So they then switch to the politicization mode. That's where they start praising the political persons that they like and attacking the political entities that they don't. During Hurricane Katrina, the media, which is largely a political left side of the spectrum, attacked President Bush. They ignored the fact that Democrats like Nagin and the Louisiana governor all impeded federal activity into those areas. Instead, they focused, and they ignored their failures, and instead they focused solely on Bush. To such an extent that the survivors of the New Orleans hurricane and the flooding blame Bush for these failures, when it really wasn't his fault. Now, did he make mistakes? I'm certain he did. But if you want a complete picture, you have to lay blame on everybody who's made mistakes, not just simply the president. Now we fast forward to today. Now you have Obama. The media loves Obama. The political left media loves Obama. They get chills up their legs. They get happy when they see him. They talk about him standing above us like a god. And now, of course, they're praising everything Obama does with Haiti. He's responding like no one else has ever responded to a disaster, yada, 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 yada. While all sorts of news reports are coming out from Haiti saying that people are now shooting each other in the streets, you're having they're using bodies for barricades, there's gang violence, there's looting, raiding of food stocks of the UN supplies, etc., etc., etc. Now, some on the political right have politicized this too. Rush Limbaugh brought up a statement saying that the Haitian government was largely responsible for the poverty there, that all the money, just throwing money at their poverty, never solved anything, and the end result is you've created this dependency state with a corrupt government, and that has resulted in large-scale poverty that made it such that this tragedy was worse than it would have been if it was in the United States. He's largely accurate, but it's not helpful. Not at all. Just like Danny Glover saying this earthquake was a result of man-made global warming. Not helpful. Not at all. And that's largely inaccurate. Now, I will say this much. Right now, Obama's making the right moves. He's sending the right supplies. He's sending the right people down to take care of the problem. The difficulty here is that those moves were pretty much common sense based. And it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure them out. So while he's doing the right moves, I really can't accredit him to being some kind of brilliant fellow in doing them. Almost anyone could have figured these ones out. So it's kind of simplistic, but that's fine. He's doing the right moves right now. It's taking a while to get down there. There's some debate on how fast you can get down there. The airport down there doesn't have enough fuel, so that's become a big problem. Planes landing won't have enough fuel to leave, that sort of stuff. My bottom line point in all this is that we don't want to have to politicize this stuff, but it's going to happen anyways. And the media will hype those that they support and attack those they don't. And any failures of Obama will be largely ignored by the media in this case. And all the successes of Obama will be largely praised. So I pay little attention to the politicization of it. And I pray for the Haitian people. And I pray that once this is over, they get a government that provides them the freedom to become a prosperous society and not dependent upon others. I also pray that that the loss of life is minimal and that the aid gets down there fast enough. God bless everyone here, and God be with those in Haiti. Thank you very much. Have a good day.